Hey there, everybody. This is Mac, and we are finding slope by using math. We have no graphs, we have no points. All they did is give us 2 points, and we have to figure out a graph. This is version B. If you're looking for version A or the video of me working this out on a board, you can go to maxtutorials.com, written right down here. I'd love to see you there. There's lots of great stuff that you can work on in math. And of course, if you want to like, subscribe, ask questions, write comments, I do love to see those. So I appreciate that. All right. Now, there's one thing you could do, by the way. You could just graph the 2 points and go rise over run. But honestly, it's quicker and easier just to do this. We're going to subtract the y's over subtract the x's. Because remember, slope is rise over run. Well, rise, that's our x, that's our up and down. And run, that's our x, that's our left to right. Okay? So now, which point do I start with? Which one? Do I go 7 minus -5 or do I go -5 minus 7? The answer is it doesn't matter. You pick it. Let's go 7 minus -5. So it's going to be 7 minus a -5. The formula here, I said we're subtracting them. You have to have the minus sign and you have to have the negative in here, okay? So 7 minus the -5 over. Now, because I started there, on the bottom, I have no choice. I have to start with the same one. So it has to go -3 minus 5. Okay, once I do that, I go add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. And I'm going to get 7 plus 5 is 12. -3 plus -5 is -8, which reduces to a -3 over 2. And that, my friends, is our slope. Okay? Now, if you're on a graph, all you would do is you would plot one of these points. Oh, I just hit an eraser button. Sorry about that. All you would do is you would just plot one of these and you would do the slope of -3 over 2 with it. And that's how you would graph it. All right, how about this one? Now I went left to right. Let's go right to left on this one. So I'm going to use that as my leading y. -2 minus what? What's the y on this one? It's 4. Now, since I started on this one, I have to start here with my x. And I have to write 4 minus a -8. Okay, add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. And I'm going to get -2 plus -4 equals -6. And a 4 plus a +8 is going to be a 12. And if I reduce that, I'm going to get a -1/2. Okay, or -1 over 2. Okay, let's go over here to number 2. Okay, so now on this one, let's go ahead and start with this one as our y. I'm going to go 3 minus a -9. And once I started with the 3, that means I have to start with the 10. 10 minus 2. That's an ugly 10. There we go. So now, add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign, and when it all is said and done, 3 plus 9 is 12, 10 plus a -2 is going to be a +8, and that's going to reduce down to a 3 over 2. 4 will go in the 12 3 times, 4 will go in the 8 2 times. All right, now if all these negative numbers, add a line, change the sign, if that kind of catches you a little bit, don't worry. A lot of people have problems with that. But just remember, if you go back to maxtutorials.com and go to Unit 1, I start everything with there. Make sure you feel really good about negative numbers because a lot of times when people have a problem with slope, it's not understanding what they're doing. They just have trouble with the negative numbers. So go back, get yourself really comfortable, and that'll certainly help you out. Okay, let's go on here to number 7, okay? I'm going to subtract the y's. Let's just go ahead and start with this one. I'm going to go 6 minus a -6 over, now once I started with this, that means I have to start with this, 1 minus 9. So I'm going to go and add a line, change the sign here, and then add a line, change the sign here. And that's going to give me 6 plus 6 is 12, and 1 plus a -9 gives me a -8. Divide each by 4, and I'm going to get a 3 over a -2. And it doesn't matter. I could have done the negative over the 3, but I'm going to get a -3 over 2, however you want to look at it. All right, let's go on to number 3. Let's go ahead and start with this one. Start with 4. 4 minus a -2. Then I have to start with this one, which would be 7 minus a -5. And then you just got to play your add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. Yay, I got that. 4 plus 2 is going to be 6. Look how easy this looks when you do that. A lot of times people like to do it in your head. How long did it really take me to do that? It took me almost no time whatsoever, did it? Just do it, because once you see it, you'll see how easy it is. Okay, now on this one, let's start with this one. Do I have to? No, I don't. Okay, But now that I did, I have to start with that x. Okay, and now that I have that, I'm going to take my blue pen. I'm going to go add a line, change the sign on both. And that's going to equal, now it looks nice and pretty. Signs are the same. Add and keep the sign. Signs are the same. What's that? Signs are the same. I want to delete. Delete. There we go. 8. Divide each side by 4. I'm going to get a negative 3 over 2. Seems to be a popular number on this one. All right, 4 more. So right here, let's go ahead and start with this one. So I'm going to go 8 minus a negative 4. Remember, this minus sign has nothing to do with the signs. That's just part of the formula. So you have to write that minus sign. Since I started with here, now I have to start here. 0 minus a positive 6. Add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. Okay, 8 plus 4, that's going to be 12. 0 and negative 6 is a negative 6. That'll be a negative 2. Do we have to write it as a fraction? No, but I like it when you do. Okay, it'll really help you when we do bigger things, all right? So on this, let's go ahead and start with this one. This y would be a negative 7 minus a 5, which means I have to start with the 4. 4 minus 12. I'm going to go add a line, change the sign here, add a line, change the sign here, and what's all said and done, signs are the same. I'm going to add and keep the sign, and down below, signs are different. Subtract, keep the sign of the bigger number. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. I know that looks like 72, right? Sorry, that's a negative 12. Okay, and then so I'm going to get a positive 3 over 2 when I reduce. All right, 2 more on this page. Way to stay in there. Let's go ahead and start with this one. Negative 4 minus a 5 over, I have to start with this one, 3 minus a negative 6. Add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. When it's all said and done, this is going to be a negative 9 over 9 or a negative 1. Do I have to write it as a fraction? Nah, but you can. Right here, I'm going to start with the negative 10 if that's okay. Negative 10 minus 2 over, I have to start with this, 7 minus 7. I don't care what all this is because I'm going to get whatever over 0. And if I get whatever over 0, my answer is no solution or undefined. Okay? So there you go. There's version B. Now you know how to do slopes by math. Okay, you don't need no stinking graphs. Just look at the numbers and you can figure it out for yourself. All right, we do have a version C that you're more than welcome to look at. If you feel good, you can move on. But if not, let's go to version C. Have some fun with that. Okay, good job, everybody. You're doing well.